Today I review a classic Nicolas Cage film, Con Air, where a paroled Army Ranger named Cameron Poe is returning to his wife and child, but must first fly aboard a prison airplane that was just taken over by the prisoners. But before I get started, if you enjoy this review and you want to watch new reviews that I post every Monday and Friday, like this video and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the box right here. Good old 90s action. Back in the day where movies were just made to be fun. And this movie was fun. The premise was super tense because you have these super bad criminals who manage to take over this airplane. And you have Nicolas Cage's character Poe who has to pretend to be with him so that he doesn't lose his life and he'll be able to return to his family. So whenever the action is on pause, I still wouldn't get bored because the whole time I was worried that Poe was gonna get found out. Like they're going through his stuff underneath the airplane and they find the stuffed bunny that he was gonna give his daughter and he just appears and he's like, "Put the bunny back in the box." It was just great. And there are a few powerhouse actors in this movie. You got Steve Buscemi, John Malkovich, Ving Rhames, and Danny Trejo. But of course the star of the movie is the always beloved Nicolas Cage. This dude was on fire. Because first off, he looks so majestic. Because he has this long hair that just blows epically in the wind. And he has the physique of an Army Ranger. At least I think he does. Because he's super cut. And he just looks the part for the movie. And in terms of his acting, this is one of those Nicolas Cage movies where he doesn't get too cagey, if you know what I mean. He has his Nicolas Cage tendencies in this movie, and I'll bring those up in a bit. But for the most part, his character is very reserved and somewhat relatable. He just desperately wants to get home to his wife and child after spending 10 years in prison. And during those scenes when he's reading their letters or looking at pictures, I genuinely felt for him. That's why I always say, never underestimate Nicolas Cage as an actor. Because when he wants to turn on the skill turns on. But there are still some sprinkles of classic Nicolas Cage throughout this movie. I personally have no problem with it. I love Nicolas Cage. He can do whatever he wants. But I do understand that he's not everyone's cup of tea. The main thing that he does in this movie, though, is his attempt at a southern accent. Because he sounds like someone who's trying to impersonate Forrest Gump. And Forrest Gump is in an action movie. It's just every time he would talk, I just start giggling because there is no way that accent is legit. That alone made this movie ridiculous. I also want to make sure to point out that there are a few racist comments in this movie. Like, I believe that if you had an airplane full of serial killers and other criminals, the chances are high that some would be openly racist. And it's not a lot of comments, but it was enough to stick to my mind and just make it weird. They didn't need to add those in there. Overall, this was a solid action flick. Story was simple, the characters were cool, the action was cool. I was entertained. What more could you want? Con Air is a fun ride that leaves you excited for more, like a roller coaster. Thanks for watching. Click right here to watch more reviews, and to see new reviews, click right here to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything.